Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on the video and spending some time with your girl today. If you do not know who I am, my name is Crystal. Welcome to my channel. So today we're just going to jump right into the video like we always do. And today I'm going to be doing a story time on my worst client. Now, I never really wanted to do this because it's like, I don't want to bash anybody, and that's just not really what my business is about. I'm all about positivity and good energy, but I do want you guys to kind of know like the consequences from working from home and, like setting your prices too low and attracting a certain type of clientele. So obviously for, YouTube's sake and just in general for her sake, we're not going to use any real names. We're going to just call her M. So let's just get into the story, I guess. So M messaged me on Facebook, and right away, I have to be honest, me knowing the city that she was from, I was a little nervous, and I could kind of just tell from her vibe that she probably wasn't the best client for me. At that moment, though, I was not necessarily money hungry, but I did need clientele. So I just took her in hopes that everything would be okay. So it wasn't an early client. I want to say that her appointment was at 1 o'clock, something like that. So she came about 20 minutes early, which isn't really a big deal. But I was not prepared for her to come. So my policies are set pretty tight, and I'm pretty good with covering my ass. So I'm just, honestly guys, I cuss. Don't expect me not to be. That's who I am. So honestly, yeah, I cover my ass. So I had her sign a consent form, and I had pictures and proof and things. It's nothing she really could have did to make it where she disputed her charge or anything like that. So I'm like, it's not much or many things that could go wrong, right? Wrong. So since she showed up early, I'm a little thrown off. I'm a little off balance, I guess you could say. So I wasn't really off, like my energy wasn't off or anything. I would never let my clients know that, but I was just unorganized and not really prepared. But I just told her, come on up, it's okay, we'll just go ahead and start on your set early and just get it done. So immediately when I start to lash her, she just starts bashing other techs that she's been to, like that their work never lasts. And right off bat, if you're a lash tech, that's a red flag, because if they're gonna talk about other techs to you, they're going to talk about you to other techs. So I wasn't really saying, I don't really say much anyway, so I was just, listening to her and trying to figure out why her sets weren't lasting. So I was asking her like what she was doing and things like that to see if we could just avoid that issue with my set. After I finish her set, everything is all good, and she asked us to go to the bathroom. Okay, so obviously I'm working from home, so I have no public bathrooms, and I went the extra mile to make sure that my site says that I don't have any public bathrooms. So she already knew this before asking me to use the bathroom. It was just one of those things where if you're a lash tech or any professional, really, people just try to see how far they can go. So I knew that she was kind of pushing me, but I was really just a pushover at this point. Yeah, so I just was like, it's okay, like you can go to the bathroom, forgetting that my other iPhone was in the bathroom, because I have two. I have one that I record on. Well, I had two. I had one that I record on. So long story short, she goes in the bathroom and she steals my phone. So I didn't even think twice about my phone at that point. I wasn't thinking about my phone because her boyfriend was running late. So now me and my client are just sitting here waiting on her boyfriend to get back, and it's just kind of awkward. So I was more so just trying to keep the peace and keep everything, feeling good before her boyfriend got there. And I didn't even realize that my phone was gone until she was well gone.
I'm fast as fuck, boy. Still fast as fuck, boy. Come get some.
So I always when I first came in the game, I said I wanted to be like an affordable lash tech. I wanted to be a lash tech that everybody could come to. So after that day, it was a big strike for me that I no longer wanted to be the affordable client or affordable lash tech because of the type of clients that I was attracting. I haven't had like super bad stories, like I said, but it's just would be like people running late, and that was just the icing on the cake for me, because it's like, you have no respect for me. I literally just did a service for you and you stole my phone. Why did you do that? And it's just crazy because I still see her to this day. She comes in my club all the time, and I have not said anything to her because it's like, what is the point? I mean, I know she stole my phone, but I have no way to really prove it, so it doesn't really matter. Advantage of you. If you're a people pleaser like I'm doing a lot of like self development, and I just have went through something very, very traumatic in the last year. I don't know if I'm going to do a story time on that. I might, but we have to wait for everything to pass over because it's a lot of legal things involved. But I went through something very traumatic with one of my close friends that really opened my eyes to people and how people will walk all over you if you allow them to. So when you're working from home, just make sure that you're setting those boundaries with your clients. Yeah, you might need to be growing clients, but you're not going to need... Yeah, I'm not sure where I ended that because I'm literally, something feels like it bit my leg. But yeah, just if you're working from home, try to be as organized as possible and just be aware. Make sure that you get cameras. Yeah, you cannot trust anyone. Like, everybody is really out for their self. Yeah, it's crazy to me that happened, but it could very much happen to you. So just try to make sure that you're setting up the programs and setting up I'm trying to think of a word for it. Just make sure that you're setting your place to where those things aren't happening to you. And I want to do more story times. Even though I don't really, like I said, I'm not really into bringing any kind of negative energy around, but I do want to share just some of my stories that have been, groundbreaking, earth-shaking, life-changing. You hear me? So I do want to share those with you guys because I'm not perfect and I do go through things. Life is constantly, I'm saying, I be ducking that bitch, but she is constantly swinging at me. So yeah, I'll just, want to share my journey with you guys and share. Thieves are literally the bottom of the earth. Yeah. So if you're a thief, you're literally the bottom, you're scrum of the earth because you're whack. Like, you can't go get it on your own. You rather take from someone else. That's lame. But yeah, so that's pretty much my story time of my client from hell. But I did want to share that with you guys because, for one, it's just like, working from home is super dangerous, guys. To jump off of here, thank you guys so much for watching my video and staying all the way to the end. I hope you guys don't have to experience any clients like that or anything like that in general.